Hello and welcome to a Chroma Drum tutorial for tuning your Chroma Drum. I'm going to give you a quick guide on how to change the scale of your instrument using the magnets provided in your tongue drum. Now, if you would grab your packet here, flip it over to this page that says 12-inch. If you have the 12-inch, this is the 12. Or if you have the 9-inch, that's simply on the next page. As you can see, the way you tune it is going to be exactly the same whether it's the 12 or the 9-inch. I just have the 12 here with me at the moment. So, to guide you through the concept of how the tuning works is very simple. Now, if you flip this over, they all come with the magnets inside. As you can see, those silver things, they're not actually doing anything right now to the scale. They're just there kind of chilling for you to use when you want to. They only actually affect the tone of the instrument or the tongue itself when they are lying on the tongue. Now, to give you an idea of what that's going to look like, that's essentially where I'm going to be placing it, but on the inside, not on the top. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one of these scales to tune. I'm going to go with the E Mystic, which is this one right here. So as we can see, we're going to be changing two notes, the F sharp, which will be lowered one semitone down to an F, and the D, which is your highest note, down to a C, and that's two semitones. So I'm going to take the magnet. I'm going to start with the highest note, which is the D, and I'm going to place it right here on the top just to kind of give you an idea of where to place it on the inside. So roughly right there. We don't want it too far on the tip where you see this gap because it's going to buzz. And so I'm just going to place it a little bit further back right here. I'm going to put that on the inside. Now before I do that, I'm going to show you. As we can see, it is in D. What we're going to look for is specifically where it shows cents, C-E-N-T-S. That is how we can determine if it is in tune. Now, the cents will show either negative or positive. If it shows negative, that means we are flat. In other words, it's lowered a little bit too much. If it is sharp and positive, that means we need to lower it a little bit more because we want to get that to as close to zero as possible. Within 5 to 7 cents is acceptable. It's technically in tune. You can fine tune that to 0. However, if it is within that range of 5 to 10, it's fine. It's not going to affect it in any negative way. What's great about this app is that you can also change your bass frequency from 440 or 432. If you want to do sound healing, I will link this app in the description so that way you can purchase it. It is only a couple dollars, but it is by far the best tuner I've ever used. I've been using it for my entire career for the last 10 years now, and I absolutely love it. There's different views that you can check out, but really the most important thing, you can also get free ones, is make sure that it just shows the cents. And quite frankly, I'm pretty sure any guitar tuner, free or not, is going to have that because that's kind of a necessity. Now, moving on. I am going to start changing the notes here. So here's my magnet. I'm going to flip this over and put it on that high note, which is the D, right where that spot was that I showed you earlier. And we're just going to see how it responds, and then we're going to move it from there. So I'm going to just have it here on the tongue now. Now we are looking for a C. As we can see, it is negative 27 sharp, or excuse me, flat. Negative 27, 26 flat. That means it's a little over-tuned, which means we need it to go a little bit higher. We need to sharpen it. So in order to do that, I'm going to move it back. Now, if I move it back, that means it's going to lower the note less. Hopefully this makes sense. So I'm going to move it from the tip to the back, literally about maybe 1 to 2 centimeters. Great, so it went from 26 now to 13, negative 26 to negative 13. That means we're very close. What I just did, I'm going to repeat that, move it just a hair back again, roughly 1 or 2 centimeters, test, and perfect. We are sitting at -1, which is amazing. I don't need to move it anymore. I'm happy with that. I'm going to do the same thing with the bottom note, the F sharp, which we are going to lower to an F. That is a semitone. So actually, before I do that, I'm going to show you where I'm going to place it. Pretty much right here on the center, as you can see. And then we're going to test it and then just move it. It's sort of like tuning a guitar string. You want to find the right tension, either tighter or looser. It's sort of the same, but not quite, because we're basing this on the way that the physics are being affected from its weight distribution from that magnet, instead of tension that a guitar string would be on, but similar in concept to finding that sweet spot. Now it's about right here. I'm going to test it. The standard note is an F sharp, and we're looking for an F. Perfect. So we are sitting at -20. That means it's a little too far up towards the tip. I'm going to move it back this way towards the base, or excuse me, the side. I'm going to move it back about 2.5 centimeters. And I'm going to test it again. Perfect. It is -3. I want to try to get it just a tiny bit closer. Technically, you can leave it there and it'll be just fine. I'm moving it literally a hair. And look at that, perfect. -0.4. So it is now perfectly in tune. So I'm going to set this aside. Now we have a new scale called the Mystic, which is a harmonic minor. This scale is going to have a lot of tension, a lot of mystery to it. So when you play this, it's going to be ideal to play slower, more methodical. Let some of those tones breathe, and be aware of the fact that you should never hit notes that are dissonant with each other, but you can hit them separately. So I'll give you an example. If I'm hitting 2 notes that are dissonant, it's not going to sound that great. Actually, before I do that, I'm just going to do this. Very mysterious sounding. Perfect. Now, to give you an idea of the difference of the sound, I'm just simply going to take them off, place them in the middle here again where they were prior, and see what the difference of the sound is of this story that it likes to share. Now, nice and bright and sweet, peaceful, serene, grounding. There's a reason why it is standard tuned to this scale, because it is so stunning and beautiful, and because it allows some versatility with changing whether you want the Mystic, harmonic minor, major, or accabono, and such. So that just about does it. Thank you for tuning in, pun intended. And I will be making more videos and tutorials very soon, as soon as I get more gear in. But for now, hopefully this helps and guides you in the right direction for tuning your 12 or 9-inch Chroma Drum.